Help me reach 1,500 subscribers. I never thought a single careless suggestion could dismantle an entire life, but that's exactly what happened. If you had asked me back then, I would have sworn that what Michael and I had was solid, untouchable, the kind of relationship people secretly envy. My name is Clara. I'm 32 years old, and for 6 years I believed I was living inside something permanent. Michael and I met in college. It was one of those connections that felt effortless from the start. Conversation flowed easily, laughter came naturally, and being together felt less like trying and more like breathing. After graduation, we moved in together without hesitation. Friends called us the perfect couple, and I absorbed that label without question. I was restless, impulsive, always chasing the next spark of excitement. Michael was steady, thoughtful, and calm. Where I was chaos, he was balance. I truly believed we completed each other. For a long time, that belief carried me. Until it didn't. Somewhere along the way, comfort started to feel like stagnation. Not because Michael did anything wrong, but because I began to mistake stability for limitation. I felt a quiet itch I couldn't name, a nagging voice whispering that maybe there was more out there, more experiences, more feelings I hadn't lived yet. Instead of examining that restlessness within myself, I projected it outward. The moment that changed everything didn't feel dramatic at all. It was a lazy Sunday afternoon. We were stretched out on the couch, the apartment filled with soft light and comfortable silence. Michael's hand rested on mine while we mindlessly scrolled through our phones. It was peaceful. And for reasons I still struggle to explain, I broke that peace with a thought I hadn't fully processed. Maybe we should see other people, I said lightly, almost playfully, like I was testing a theory rather than detonating a bomb. Michael didn't respond right away. He turned to look at me, and I remember that look more clearly than any argument we ever had. Confusion. Disbelief. All tangled together in his eyes. The air changed instantly. I laughed, nervous and careless. I tried to frame it as something harmless. Just an idea. Just for fun. No pressure. No commitment. I told myself I was being honest, progressive, open-minded. What I didn't realize was that I was tearing at the foundation of the one thing that had never wavered. He didn't laugh with me. That should have been my warning. Over the next few days, I kept bringing it up, trying to make it sound normal, even exciting. I wanted him to meet my recklessness halfway. But Michael didn't argue. He didn't raise his voice. He didn't beg me to reconsider. Instead, he grew quiet, subtly distant. He stayed later at work, spent more evenings out with friends, said he needed space. At the time, I mistook his silence for weakness. I thought I was in control, that I was steering the direction of our relationship. I didn't understand that while I was treating the idea like a game, he was taking it seriously. Completely seriously. The truth hit me on a Friday evening. I came home expecting to find him cooking dinner or sitting on the couch, but the apartment felt wrong the moment I stepped inside. Too quiet. Too empty. His shoes were gone. His jacket wasn't on the hook. The closet looked thinner, cleaner. Like someone had erased him with intention. I called his phone again and again. Straight to voicemail. I sent texts that grew increasingly frantic. Nothing. That was the first time fear truly set in. Not irritation. Not jealousy. Fear. The kind that grips your chest when you realize something precious might already be gone. A week later, I finally received a message. Clara, I think we need to talk. Relief flooded me. I called immediately, my mind racing with apologies, explanations, promises. I was ready to undo everything. But when I heard his voice, calm and controlled, I knew something had shifted beyond repair. I've met someone, he said. The words didn't make sense at first. They felt unreal, like a sentence spoken in the wrong language. I asked him how so fast, how this was possible. His answer was steady. She makes me feel respected. Appreciated. I didn't realize how much I was missing until you asked that question. There was no anger in his voice. No bitterness. Just certainty. That was the most devastating part. He wasn't reacting. He was deciding. I wanted to scream that I had been joking, that I never meant it, that I had only been curious. But curiosity doesn't undo damage. And apologies mean little when trust has already collapsed. After that call, my life shrank. I stopped eating. Stopped sleeping. I replayed every moment of our relationship, hunting for the exact second I broke it. I had treated our love like a safety net, assuming it would always be there no matter how recklessly I stepped. I was wrong. Then I saw the photo. A mutual friend posted a picture of Michael holding hands with his new fiancée, smiling in a way I had never inspired. The comments were kind, supportive, honest. He deserves happiness. She lost someone incredible. No one needed to say it out loud. I already knew. I tried reaching out at first. Long messages. Short messages. Apologies. Regret. Silence followed each attempt. Eventually I stopped. There was nothing left to say that hadn't already been said through my actions. The nights became unbearable. Alone in the apartment that once held our shared life, I sat with the consequences of my choices. I finally understood what I had lost. Not just Michael, but the illusion that love survives carelessness. Love is not guaranteed. It is protected by respect, boundaries, and trust. And I had shattered all three with a single sentence I never thought through. Now all that remains are echoes, memories, and a lesson learned too late. Some doors close quietly, and once they do, no amount of regret can force them open again.